I want to talk about fabrication debris and leaving scratches on people's windows. An experience that I've had recently. I also want to know in the comments below your take on this. And let's talk about this. So getting accused of scratching people's windows could be a very not fun thing in your window cleaning business. I've been cleaning windows for 7 years now. I've cleaned thousands and thousands of them. And I ran into a situation a few weeks ago. Customer's home, it's like 4,000 square feet, tons of windows. When walking into the house to clean the windows and putting shoe covers on my feet, I show every customer my tools. I say this is my soft microfiber scrubber and soft rubber squeegee. We don't scratch windows because we don't use razors or anything that could scratch windows. However, glass under a microscope looks like this. And so when I'm going around and taking all of the screens out, I'll be doing a pre-trip inspection. This is what I say to every customer. And I'll be looking for any pre-existing scratches or damages or any rips or tears in the screens. And if I see anything, I'll point it out to you. What I'm doing is I'm notifying the customer that I'm aware and that I'm a careful, conscious person. And it's my policy to point out any pre-existing damage to them that they might not have noticed, so I don't get blamed for it. And that's the sub-communication that's happening. And then the next thing is, depending on the customer, it's a case-by-case basis to me, although it should be standard operating procedure. If the customer seems like maybe slightly paranoid or has I will make sure that I find something to prove to them my accountability. So I'll find a tear in a screen, or I'll find something and I'll bring them over and I'll show, hey, Mr. Smith here, I just wanted to show you this. See that hairline scratch going up the window? I have not even cleaned this window yet. But I just want to know, oh, there's another one there. So beautiful windows, by the way, but there's a couple pre-existing scratches. And there might be a couple more that I'll clean the dirty window to reveal a scratch that was already there. Keyword already there, right? So I start cleaning this customer's windows, and as I'm going through the house, I get to this one set of windows by the front of the house, and there's like garden beds outside. They're pretty dirty. Water-fed pulley outside, and then I start squeegeeing them, and I'm noticing there's literally scratches all over these windows. And as I pull the squeegee down, is there more scratches appearing? Is this even possible? That my soft rubber squeegee is dislodging microscopic particles of glass and dragging them across the glass? Am I literally doing this right now? And I was actually uncertain, and that's where I want to know in the comments below, is this possible? Because I think it is. But I stopped immediately, right? And then I started looking at the other windows, and there was already a bunch of pre-existing scratches all over these windows, as if though there were fabrication debris all over them, right? And I am not the person who did this, right? Could I have contributed? Yes. But I stopped immediately as soon as I noticed this, and I got really paranoid, and I started looking around at all the other windows, and my heart starts pounding, and my whole face turns red, and I'm like, oh my God. Because where does your brain go? You start thinking, am I literally going to be on the hook for like $150,000 in windows? Am I going to end up in a courtroom? So I stop and I go over to the customer and I show the customer the scratches in the windows. And as I'm looking, I see a whole nother set of like casement crank out windows across the living room that I had not even touched yet. And they were covered in scratches. 20% of the windows in this house were covered in pre-existing scratches, while the other 80% were perfectly crystal clear. And so I showed the customer the scratches, and I told him that I would just gently wipe them down with a microfiber towel, and I made sure that he agreed that those scratches were there, because they were. And he looked, he goes, oh yeah, wow, I never noticed those before. Wow, there's more. And I'm sitting here, yeah. He goes, wow, they're everywhere. Man, I was like, well, I just want to let you know that I didn't even clean these windows yet. And I started to clean this window and I noticed there were scratches and I just want to let you know. He's like, yeah, well, there's nothing you could do. They were already there. And I was like, dodged that bullet. Because these customers, it doesn't matter. Like, they don't really know you from Adam, right? They might not know what to expect. And then I went on with the whole rest of the house, and there was not an issue like that on any of the rest of the windows. They were perfectly fine. And my confidence had been restored. Not that it should ever dip, but it does in those situations. I want to know what you think about this in the comments below. How do you handle this, and what do you do? It's very important to talk about this as a window cleaner. And also, if you are expanding or have expanded your business, how do you train your employees? Bless you. How do you train your employees to have the level of consciousness and clarity and pay attention to this stuff in a way to where they're handling it in a way that you would be handling it? So you're not getting a phone call of some client threatening to sue you over all of the windows in their house because either your employees did or didn't scratch the windows, or didn't scratch the windows, or now are getting accused of scratched windows. Where is the line? Where's the gradient? Where's the framework? What is the standard operating procedure of handling something like this? And if I would think it's an actual printed form that you read the customer a whole thing, and then you walk around the house, and then you check off every single individual window that has any imperfection, and then you grab the customer by the wrist and you make them walk around, and you notify them and agree of everything. Are you okay?
No, because of my left side, I can't move.
I had a cold and she got a cold. I got over my cold pretty quick. I guess all the kids went back to school and our little nephews got sick, and then we had them over for dinner, their family, and then everybody got sick. It's that time of year. I got these, you ever heard of emergency vitamin C packets? Just take those like every hour. Anyways, but there was I have these forms printed, and I was going and inspecting everything, and I was pulling my hair out, taking forever to get jobs done. I'm pissed off just thinking about it right now, because you're literally running around inspecting everything and you're not getting the job done. But and the weird thing is, when you take a little bit of that structure away and you're just very confident in your services and your abilities, the customers they don't even question it, because they can see that you're confident and you must know what you're doing. They don't even question it. So your paranoia actually creates a problem that doesn't exist, or exacerbates a problem that maybe only minimally or partially exists. I know I'm not looking this too deep into this, because maybe I am. I was talking to a window cleaning business owner who said he had an employee that had to quit because he was up at night sweating and like having a breakdown, because he literally was so obsessed with these little tiny things that I'm talking about. Because here you go. This window in my house, there's a little speck. Oh, there it is. Now with a standard cleaning, that's not going to come off. Are you a liar? Are you a liar? You're a liar. You know why you're a liar? Yeah. Oh, you're a liar because you cleaned the customer's windows, but you didn't clean them perfect. And you said you were going to do a beautiful streak-free job, and you didn't do it. You know why? Because you left that little microscopic imperfection. So that makes you a liar. You liar. You're a liar. How dare you lie to your customers like that? So if you think like that, you'll be in every house for like 4 hours and bringing the customer with a magnifying glass, being like, listen, I did everything that I could. I did everything that I could. Yeah, I did everything that I could, and I still can't get that little tiny microscopic speck. I got to this point where I was a complete insane, even with landscaping quotes with customers, and people would start getting weirded out. They're like, dude, I just want you to clean the windows. It's okay. Like, I'm like, no, you're not going to call me a liar. And they're like, just get off my property. Why are you laughing?